Today on Hidden Secrets Revealed Live. What's up, you guys? All right, so today Apple and Goldman Sachs are going to pay over $89 million in fines. Yeah. Hang on, let's get this graphic up. Yeah, so they're going to pay $89 million in fines. Apple and Goldman Sachs. Yeah. Okay, here's the deal. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, CFPB, has charged them mishandling transactions related to the Apple Card is their crime. Goldman Sachs will pay $45 million in penalties. They'll have to pay at least $19.8 million in customer refunds. On top of that, Apple must pay a $25 million penalty. The investigation found issues with customer service, handling fraud, and misrepresentation of interest-free payment options is also an issue. Let's talk about it today on Hidden Secrets Revealed Live. All right. Full disclosure, I don't have our intro queued up. I know. But next week, I promise I'll try and be better. All right, so we'll have to skip the intro this time, I guess, yeah? All right, don't get mad at me. It's a really good intro, I promise. But we're going to keep going. HSRL is a production of Safe New Media. Before you keep watching, it's important that you know who this show is for so that we don't waste our time talking to the wrong kind of person. Do you know the characteristics of a self-actualizer? You may be one if you hold efficient perceptions of reality. You are correct and honest in the way you judge situations. You're alerted by the superficial and dishonest. You strive for self-fulfillment. You have unique characteristics. These characteristics give you an accurate perception of reality. Okay, you engage in meaningful pursuits outside of yourself. That is who this show is for. Self-actualizers, agents of progress. We are making the most of our lives. This micro podcast live stream, the only one of its kind right now on the subject, going live on X. Therefore, the most popular live stream podcast live right now on the subject, going live on X, is not for you, sweetheart. If you take yourself too seriously, if you are a seeker, let me be your guide to discover accurate truth for yourself. Let me help you increase the quality and effectiveness of your life by revealing to you the hidden secrets of the universe. This show is specifically for those who are seeking new perspectives, fresh ideas, and a willingness to explore new possibilities. My intention is to help investors like you stay ahead of the curve and make the most out of emerging opportunities. Today on HSRL, ladies and gentlemen, financial sorcery meets tech world hubris. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, CFPB, fined Goldman Sachs and Apple. Goldman Sachs will pay $45 million in penalties for fumbling Apple cards. On top of that, they will pay at least $19.8 million in customer refunds, while Apple must pay a $25 million penalty. Thousands of consumer disputes of Apple Card transactions flooded in, many of which Apple failed to send to Goldman Sachs. Apple did send some of these disputes to Goldman Sachs, right? So the bank didn't follow federal requirements for investigating these disputes. So now Apple and Goldman Sachs have to pay $89 million in fines. Why? They couldn't figure out how to handle their own credit card transactions. That's like a magician screwing up his own magic trick, then charging the audience for their confusion. Ta-da! I made your money disappear. Now for my next trick. Watch me cut my assistant in half. Goldman Sachs paying $45 million in penalties? That's like watching your friend get a parking ticket. He parked in the handicap space, but only you think he's retarded. That will teach him a lesson. The CFPB has banned Goldman Sachs from launching a new credit card, not unless it can provide a credible plan that the product will actually comply with the law. That's like a strip club banning a guy unless he can keep his hands to himself. Don't touch the merchandise, dude. And Apple. I like Apple, but they charge as much as they can get away with. Am I the only sucker who pays them $10 per month for data storage? These guys will charge you $25 for a charger. Now the CFPB is making them pay $25 million. That's why they charge premium prices, so they can afford to cover fraud handling issues like this. Goldman Sachs promised customer service. What they delivered was more like customer surprise. Surprise! Your dispute might take a little longer than a season of your favorite show on Apple TV. Consumers face long waits to get money back for disputed charges. How long? Longer than it takes to stand in line at the post office in a one-horse town. Apple advertised interest-free financing like it was the new iPhone feature. Buy now, figure it out later. Many customers expected to get interest-free monthly payments. So all they had to do was buy Apple devices with their Apple Card. Instead, the bank charged them interest. Apple didn't show the interest-free payment option on its website on certain browsers. Apple must have been playing a game of hide and seek with customer payment options, while Goldman Sachs was collecting rent on Boardwalk and Park Place. Goldman Sachs misled consumers about the application of some refunds. That led to consumers paying additional interest charges until Goldman Sachs and Apple learn how to play fair. They have to share the wealth with the CFPB. This whole scenario reads like a screenplay where tech meets finance. Both of them realize they're not as good at each other's game as they thought. Apple wants to get into banking, and Goldman Sachs wants to fit 1,000 songs in its pocket. Hilarity ensues when they get mixed up in a case of mistaken identities and fraud. In conclusion, be careful with consumer debt, folks. That's my time. I got to get back to work. Share this. Retweet on X. Subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. It really does help this channel grow. I do appreciate you guys watching. I do this for fun. By the way, you're allowed to make fun of me only if your jokes are funny and you get my name right. Visit my X profile to learn more. It's not necessary to follow others, but I do follow others who are adding value. They're funnier than me. They're smarter than me. It's your choice. So you don't have to follow me on X, but I do encourage it. Team up with me to bring about serious advancement for each other. The plan is, I do have one. I do have a real plan. The plan is to bring about serious advancement for each other. Okay, the plan is for our community to share with each other the systems, the processes, and workflows that we are successful using in order to help each other grow. So I do invite you to belong higher. Join our community. Go to safenewmedia.com/XOXO. Now, what I'm about to say next will shock you.
This is not an offer, solicitation of an offer to buy or sell securities. Past performance is not an indication of future results. Investing involves risk and may result in partial or total loss. Prospective investors should carefully consider investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses, and should consult with a tax or legal advisor before making any.
Here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. We're improving quality of life at scale for hardworking families. I sound like Biden. Here's the deal, folks. Here's the deal. What was I saying? Anyway, we're improving quality of life at scale for hardworking families. Go to inveresta.com to learn more about this. My team and I are looking for capital partners, brokers, and motivated sellers. You can receive details about our investment strategy when you secure your place on our wait list. We're accepting accredited and non-accredited investors. To secure your place on our wait list, go to inveresta.com. We also have a profile on X you can hit us up at Inveresta. We're looking for our first 100 unit B or C class apartment buildings, emerging markets only. So retail investors can send me a DM. Let me know what kind of investment opportunities you're looking for. Last couple things. Methods of Prosperity newsletter. I read it every week. I do. Hang on, I lost myself. All right, I'll figure this out. I promise. I'll be better next time. I want to tell you about the newsletter. It's called Methods of Prosperity. And it's for anyone who agrees that success leaves clues. It's possible to learn from history. Go to safenewmedia.com/newsletter. All the new writings go up on prosperity.beehive.com, and there's a Web3 version of the whole series. Thanks for making this the most popular live stream at this hour, broadcasting on X, formerly known as Twitter. Hidden Secrets Revealed Live is a production of Safe New Media, unconventional, diversified, global digital media company devoted to the practice, administration, and dissemination of the ideologies of its founder, moi. Yours truly. My name is Sean Allen Fenn, and I do invite you to belong higher. Go to safenewmedia.com/xoxo for details. Now, I will leave you with the alternate mix of my song, Anything You Desire, Prosperity Mix, available on streaming everywhere. If you are so inclined, you can collect the limited edition version on Sound XYZ. I like you, but don't take my word for it. Decide for yourself.